very good happy Thursday morning to everyone out there. Baby Friday is here. Landon with you to bring you your latest weather and not forecast courtesy of On Target. It would appear we got some rain showers on the way. Not much of this is reaching the ground. That is the good news. This little lobe of vorticity bringing these little rounds of showers through here is going to work throughout this morning. Again, folks, I don't think we're going to get much of it reaching the ground out there. That is the good news. With this warm front lifting north over the region, that is going to result in warmer temperatures this afternoon, but much warmer temperatures as we progress on into our Good Friday and throughout Easter weekend as well. Let's get a look across the region, shall we? D93 Skycam overlooking Bowling Green, the cloud cover, creating a magnificent sunrise out there, folks. Step out on the porch with your cup of coffee. Soak in the beautiful views with a wide array of colors that we've been presented here with across the region. Morgantown Skycam. Looking off over in that direction. Got a beautiful sunrise over in that area as well. Pretty much a picturesque view across the entirety of the Wobbles community if our Skycams are not lying to us. We don't believe that they are. Let's get a look over here and take a look at the current readings. It is a chilly start for us. We're located right around the low 40s here early this morning, but you'll note off here to the west, folks, where the warm front is lifting off to the north and east. They're already hitting the upper 50s over here. In far southwest Kentucky, we'll be pegging highs this afternoon. Going to be right around the low to mid 70s. Should be quite nice out there. In regards to temperatures, it will be breezy at times with winds out of the south and west, howling upwards of 15, maybe even 20, 25 miles an hour at times. Jumping over here and looking at the short-term model guidance, we'll give you the breakdown. Our focus this morning going to be on the cloud cover. You're going to see some virga out there. That is rain showers falling out of the cloud, but we call them jellyfish clouds. Whenever the rainfall doesn't reach the ground and it evaporates before it reaches the ground, that's what gives it that jellyfish appearance there, and that's referred to as virga. Looks like we're going to be seeing plenty of that today, along with a few light showers that might be reaching the ground. The cloud cover is going to be with us with that activity throughout this morning. We will have some breaks of sunshine as well. But you'll note, folks, as we roll into the mid and late afternoon hours, the cloud cover gets out of here with a warm front lifting to our north. And then that's going to provide more sunshine during the mid and late afternoon hours, taking us on into the sunset time frame. Getting a look at the big picture and what's going to be unfolding. This is where the surface setup is going to end up being by the time we work into midday on Saturday, okay? So you can see the bulk of the rainfall is remaining right along and north of the Ohio River. It doesn't mean that we're not going to experience anything, but with that being said, it looks like throughout Easter weekend, it's by far and away not going to be a washout whatsoever. The heaviest rain axis is going to be mitigated off to the north and west of the region. That is good news with the drier trend for us out there, celebrating the Easter holiday. We're going to look at some spotty hit-and-miss showers and storms from time to time that can't be ruled out. That's going to be meandering just along and south of the Ohio River. But I think the bulk of our rainfall is going to hold off until late in the day on Easter Sunday on into our Sunday night as well, all right? So before we jump into that, I want to talk about what our temperatures are going to be doing and behaving like here over the next 48 to 72 hours. So we work throughout today. It's going to be very nice. We're going to be all the way up between the low and mid 70s during the peak heating of this afternoon. Here comes the warm front lifting north over the region overnight, and you're going to note by the time we get into sunrise tomorrow morning, we're going to have temperatures that are still going to be hanging out right around the 60-degree mark, all right? Not going to be falling off down to the 40s like what we're seeing this morning, that's for sure. Southwesterly winds continue throughout the Friday time frame, and by Friday afternoon, we're going to be touching near that 80-degree mark. And I most definitely think some of us here across the Wobbles community is without a doubt going to achieve that. We continue on into the Easter weekend. Well, you can see where the cold front's trying to meander down, but it's wobbling, no pun intended, back and forth here in this direction, just north and west of the region. That's going to keep this deep southwesterly flow pumping these warmer temperatures up to right around the 80-degree mark as we work into our Saturday on into our Easter Sunday as well. Taking a look at the short term in regards to those rain chances as previously mentioned. Might have a few sprinkles here today, folks, but the vast majority is going to be evaporating before it reaches the ground. just going to have some cloud cover to deal with. And then we work into our Friday, and it's going to be a similar scenario. Maybe a few spotty showers here and there, but nothing too much to worry about. I think sunshine should own the better part of the skies throughout our Good Friday. We work into the Saturday time frame, and this is where we could have a few meandering cells that get along and south of the Ohio River. But right now, short-term model guidance is keeping us dry as a bone. Just be aware, folks, and take note. We might have a few sporadic storms or showers that develop out of it, all right? So let's jump back over here to the big picture. We are looking at lunchtime on Saturday with this particular model run. It's not going to be until we work into our Sunday. You can see here just a few little clips of cells riding just south of the Ohio River. But this deepening low is going to eject off to the north and east as we work throughout our Easter Sunday. The associated cold front extending out to the south and west will be making its way through here. Thus, our belief is that our best rain chances is going to be holding off until then. Here we are working into Easter Sunday evening. Then we work throughout the overnight into the pre-dawn hours of Monday morning. That's whenever the heaviest rain is going to impact our vicinity before the cold front quickly pushes east of the region and opens up the door to at least a few days of quieter weather. We work into Tuesday, we get into Wednesday, but a Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday night and Thursday, another weather maker with another cold front trying to make its way through here, bringing copious amounts of rain and storm chances right back into the mix for us. Getting here in the short-term model guidance, you will note there is a marginal risk for strong and severe storms. That includes the vast majority of Butler County and then there on the north side of Edmonson County as well. Again, folks, I'm not overly concerned with this. The ingredients are not screaming any sort of severe weather. Might just have a few robust storms that's able to slip down into our region. It remains to be seen. It's going to be hard-pressed to do so. As previously mentioned, I would like to reiterate, I'm more confident in us seeing a mostly dry forecast throughout Easter weekend, with the bulk hanging off until Sunday evening into Sunday night and Monday morning, whenever the passing cold front will finally get through here. Over the course of the next 7 days, with the numerous weather makers on hand, in particular Monday into Tuesday, and then Wednesday afternoon into Thursday of next week, we can be looking at anywhere between half an inch up to an inch of total rainfall. That's kind of the vast majority of the range that the bulk of the region should fall in between. And with what current trends are showing, folks, we're going to look at some of us. It's not even going to achieve that. Be closer to around a quarter of an inch, if that, with what we're currently seeing out there, right? Here's your full breakdown of your next 6-day weather forecast. We've got cloud cover this morning, but we're going to have sunshine come back into the fold this afternoon. Brisk southwesterly winds going to be seeing those highs right around the mid-70s. Going to be rather warm out there. Friday, Good Friday on in and throughout the Easter weekend. It's going to be very warm, very humid. Low to mid 80s in the temperature front with dew points rising as well. It's going to feel a little bit sticky out there at times as we remain south of the cold front. And then the best rain chances going to be arriving as we work into Sunday afternoon into Sunday night. Progressing on into Monday morning, and you will note colder, albeit still warm temperatures following the passing cold front. Monday into Tuesday, with highs located between the low in mid-70s. Quick shout out to Miss Britt Dyer. You've got that right. It's going to be a great day. How about those Arsenal Gunners taking down the Spanish Giants yesterday in the Champions League quarterfinals, huh? Friends, it's going to wrap up your weather and night forecast presented by On Target on this Thursday morning. You all take care of yourselves and each other. Have a blast next to final day of the work week.